Thank you for taking some time for yourself. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath of freedom. You're about to rewrite your story. Perfect. And most addicts are just thinking, I'd rather not deal with reality. Thank you very much. It's a pretty common experience to think, I'll just pretend these side effects are a bad dream. And most people who take methamphetamines are like, STDs can wait, right? And I don't know if you're thinking, nah, thinking's too much effort right now. But what I do know is, some guys want to ride the meth roller coaster till the wheels fall off. And maybe there was a time when you didn't want to face the music. But who's keeping score, right? Because sooner or later, you start feeling grateful for the little things, like still having a pulse. And sometimes it just feels good to be totally lost in the moment, even if you're stumbling around like a drunk penguin. And you already know you don't want to drag anyone else down this hole with you. You've already mastered the art of living in the present, even if it's a dumpster fire of chaos. Maybe there once was a time when you didn't want to admit, I'm actually okay with this dumpster fire I've got going on. Sooner or later you'll decide to steer clear of meth binging altogether. Because seriously, who wants to be known as the guy who wanks and spasms like a drunken octopus? It's time to have a real talk, you and me. We both know that meth might seem like a quick fix, but it's dragging you down a dark path, and we're dragging our loved ones right along with us. Have you ever stopped to think about the risky stuff you've been getting into? Sure, the high feels good for a while, but it's not worth the STDs you're risking, man. And what about the drinking? Yeah, it might numb the pain temporarily, but the hangovers and forgetting to eat or drink water, that's no joke. We're supposed to be downing water like it's our job, but you're too messed up to remember. And then there's the whole losing track of time thing. Days blend into weeks and suddenly you're left wondering who we even are anymore. But it's not just us suffering, you know. Your family and friends are the ones feeding you, man. They're the ones making sure you drink water and praying you don't die. And let's be real, everyone's drained. There's no drug that can fix the emptiness you feel inside. It's time to wake up and smell the coffee, my friend. Meth might seem like a friend, but it's really just a thief stealing your life away, one hit at a time. So maybe you've been dodging the whole meth binge talk lately. Just hanging out in the moment without even thinking about what's coming next. You figure one hit won't hurt, but let's be real, after that first one, it's like your brain takes a vacation. Weeks fly by and you're left wondering what the heck even happened. You're avoiding facing the truth, man. But seriously, you're awesome, and you've got way more going for you than this mess. Time to wake up and break free from this cycle, you know. Hey, ever heard of standing on the shoulders of those that came before us? It's like we've got all the answers and insights waiting for us to tap into. Dreams, visions, they're not just out there, they're inside us, waiting to be discovered. It's like our mind is this treasure trove of wisdom just waiting for us to unlock it. Let's talk about shoulders for a minute. They're not just for carrying stuff. They're like our built-in responsibility meters, you know. Shouldering responsibility and all that jazz. It's like they're our body's way of saying, hey, something's up. Hey, and what about those mental muscles? Did you know human muscles are mostly made of water? Crazy, right? Just like the Earth's water cycle, our body's water needs to be replenished to keep us going. Water isn't just something we need to survive, it's like our life force. We're literally born in water. It's essential for our well-being. So if you're feeling stressed or tense in your shoulders or neck, it's time to let go. Take a deep breath and imagine warm hands resting on your shoulders, easing away all that tension. You deserve to feel at ease. You deserve to discover all the amazing things you're capable of. It's like we're writing our own story, one filled with purpose and meaning. You've got this, my friend. You're more special than you realize. As you already know, hypnosis can actually help with a bunch of habits like nail biting, hair pulling, even skin picking. Pretty wild, right? Like you might start noticing some funky stuff happening after a session, but don't sweat it. It's all part of the process. Like sometimes you might feel like you're peeking over your shoulder at this imaginary meth addiction prison you used to be stuck in, but now you're totally free. How cool's that? And you know what? You're going to start feeling proud of yourself for breaking free from that cycle. It's like you're taking charge of your life and making things happen. And guess what? You're going to start feeling better physically too, like drinking more water and getting active. It's going to feel awesome. Oh, and don't forget, you're going to look over your shoulder a few more times, but each time you'll see those high white walls of addiction prison getting further and further away. It's kind of crazy, but you'll start feeling this empathy for the people still stuck there. And hey, you're out. And one day, you're going to be able to help others find their way out too. Because I just know someone like you has skills. And whenever you start feeling stressed or anxious, just take a deep breath and let it out. You've got this. And we're in a time that our ancestors could only dream of. It's like we're living in a dream world, but sometimes we don't even realize it, especially those of us in awesome places like America, Australia, the United Kingdom, Europe, you name it. We've got opportunities coming out of our ears. But here's the thing, have you ever heard of a man is what he thinks about all day long? Or we can change our lives by changing our attitudes. It's all about our mindset. If we believe we can do something, we're already halfway there. And check this out. If you really want something, chances are you'll make it happen. It's like that Bible verse that says, all things are possible to him that believeth. So why not go for it, man? Believe in yourself and watch things start falling into place. Remember what Isaac Newton once said? If I've seen further, it's by standing on the shoulders of giants. That means planning for the future, using the wisdom of those who came before us to guide our path. It's all about seizing the moment, making the most of it. Picture yourself standing in a heavy rain shower, feeling each drop washing away all that junk that's been dragging you down, like breaking free from this addiction. With every drop, you feel lighter and stronger, as if you're shedding off all that old stuff that's been holding you back. And as you stand there, you realize you're not just getting soaked by the rain, you're getting a deep clean from the inside out. It's like hitting the reset button on your life, getting rid of all the negativity and starting fresh. Imagine you're walking down a street, and every time you glance over your shoulder, you see your addiction getting smaller and smaller in the distance. It's like leaving behind an old pool of mud you don't need to walk through anymore. With each step forward, you feel lighter and freer. Keep walking, keep moving forward. The best is yet to come, and you're on your way to a brand new beginning. Imagine yourself in the future weeks from now, months from now, even years from now. You're living in a place of your own. Your friends understand that your home's no longer a party spot. Instead, you meet them at a local bar or cafe where you can enjoy each other's company without the temptation of old habits lingering around. And when the urge to use methamphetamines arises, you have a new way of dealing with it. You've learned to say no confidently because you know it doesn't fit into the life that you've worked so hard to build. You've discovered healthier ways to have fun and stay active, whether it's hitting the gym, going for a hike, or trying out new hobbies. In this future, you're in control. You've reclaimed your life and are no longer shackled by the chains of addiction. And a part of staying in control means setting firm boundaries. You've made it clear to yourself and others that methamphetamines has no place in your home, your body, or your life. You're committed to preserving your newfound freedom and living each day to the fullest. I don't know how you'll feel when you realize you can confidently say no to meth, now that you're aware of healthier coping styles for dealing with stress and temptation. I wonder what new activities you'll explore now that you're aware of the vibrant future waiting for you beyond meth addiction. And I'm curious how your new and old relationships will evolve when your friends become aware of your commitment to a drug-free lifestyle and your newfound coping strategies for building a brighter tomorrow. Hey, whenever you sneak peek over your shoulder, just take a sec to see how far you've come from that whole addiction thing. You're moving forward every day, picking up new tricks and ways to handle stuff. And these hypnotic nudges, they're nudging you towards a future where meth is just a distant memory. It's like leveling up in a video game, leaving the old challenges behind and gearing up for a better, brighter path ahead. Take a deep breath and let that feeling of having a future right in front of you sink in. You've got all the time in the world to plan out the rest of your day, heck, even the next few days. Picture yourself cruising through each moment with confidence and purpose, knowing exactly how you're going to tackle whatever comes your way. And when you're ready to step back into reality and start living out this awesome new life you've created for yourself, you can take a few deep breaths, stretch out, wriggle your fingers and toes, and open your eyes. Welcome back. You're perfect, just as you are.